What is going up, guys? My name is Dustin. Along with me, as always, is my co-host Trey. We are Stable Connection. We do have our special guest, as always, Jacob.
Hello.
How is everybody?
Hello, friends.
Today is, let's see, we got 2 days until Elimination Chamber.
That's correct.
Exciting.
What was your thoughts on the card so far?
I personally think it's quite nice, actually. I kind of enjoy, kind of don't enjoy the fact that they're doing a men's, like the men's chamber is not the heavyweight, it's the United States, because it elevates the U.S. But I also, like I said on the last episode, I liked that the heavyweight champ had to prove himself he was worthy enough to headline WrestleMania. But at the same time, this being the U.S. means it's not as predictable of a match, in my opinion.
That's true. I personally like the mid-card Elimination Chamber matches. I always have.
Yeah.
I feel it gives them a little bit more spotlight. Gives them. It's kind of like the Money in the Bank matches, you know, like, or the ladder matches at WrestleMania. Usually, the ladder match at WrestleMania is for the Intercontinental title, but we haven't had that in a while. They've been putting that towards like NXT and putting like the North American title on the line in a ladder match.
Not to interrupt, but was Zack Ryder the last person to win the IC ladder match at Mania?
No, Daniel Bryan was. I'm pretty sure.
Was he? I didn't even remember that. I don't remember that at all. Interesting.
But yeah, the North American title has been getting some love with the ladder matches at Stand and Deliver and the takeover right at WrestleMania. So I would love for them to bring back the ladder match at WrestleMania.
Oh yeah.
What about you, Jacob? What's your thoughts on everything?
I think the card's all right. I'm just really excited for the Roman versus Sammy match to see exactly what happens there because I mean, for the longest time, you never thought that Sami Zayn would be able to beat Roman, but it's starting to look like he has a bit of a chance to actually beat him. And I think them like, I know it's Roman, and he's been the champ for 900 days now. But like Sammy is becoming a capable, main eventer guy that could be one of their top baby faces if they end up going that route. So I like that, and then I also I'm always a big fan of Bobby versus Brock. So I'll be excited to see that match regardless how many times they do it.
Not to interrupt you, I got confirmation that Zack Ryder was the last winner of the ladder match. So you were correct.
That's the last one I remember, but I also had that gap, so I wasn't 100% sure.
I'll be honest with you guys. I'm actually kind of excited for the women's chamber.
Yeah, it's definitely has a lot of interlapping storylines or overlapping storylines. That's English.
Because honestly, the last memorable Elimination Chamber for the women's that I remember was Shayna just rocking everybody.
Yeah.
And that was what 2-3 years ago.
Something like that, yeah.
Where she slammed Liv inside the pod.
Yes.
I think it was 3 years ago. I think it was right before the pandemic.
Yeah. It was so great. But today, guys, we are going to be doing our Elimination Chamber predictions as well as letting y'all know what we want to happen. So we'll be telling you what we think is going to happen and what we want to happen. So it might be some interlapping stuff. I know we're doing the prediction challenges. We are calling it MatchupMania, if I'm correct, guys. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. So MatchupMania. The rules are the same. We do predictions on all of the matches, and then we do an X Factor. An X Factor changes every time we do a prediction. With the Rumble, I think it was surprise entrance.
Yes.
This time it is who is entering last in the chamber. in both chambers. The tiebreaker, if we have a tie for last or for first, is actually I think it's just for last place.
It's for anybody. Just
Okay.
any point in time we have a tie.
Okay, so tiebreaker is gonna be who has the most eliminations in the men's match. But I think it's gonna be a good one. So we're gonna ship it off to Jacob, Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar.
So like I said, I always enjoy watching Bobby versus Brock fight each other. I wasn't too sure because I know I bet Triple H still wants Brock to be getting his dubs, and I bet Brock also wants to have a bunch of W's as well. But he's starting to get to a point where I feel like he doesn't mind putting over other wrestlers, especially like Bobby Lashley. And I mean, he's already lost to Bobby Lashley plenty of times now, but I still think Bobby will win this one. I feel like Brock. I mean, there's a chance Brock will win it, but in my opinion, I think Bobby is going to win this one. I think Brock will put him over again.
Okay. And is that what you want to happen as well?
Yes.
All right.
So to clarify, Lashley is your official?
Yes.
Gotcha.
I'll make sure I say official. Sorry.
I'm gonna have to agree with you. I think honestly Brock has gotten to the point where he doesn't need the wins anymore, unless Triple H or God forbid Vince McMahon wants him to. So I think Bobby's gonna take it. I think watching the Rumble, seeing the way Bobby just dominated Brock at the Rumble, you have to give it to Bobby. Bobby's turning into this monster of a guy, which he already was when he was WWE champion, but I have to agree with everybody. I feel like this could be the chance for the Hurt Business to reunite. You can have some interference in there, have Cedric or Shelton or whoever interfere, Omos, and just they take Brock out. We don't see Brock for a while.
Just to clarify, they've had 2 matches so far, right?
Yes, it's tied
Is
1-1. Pretty sure.
Okay. I feel
Brock won the first encounter, I'm pretty sure.
And then Lashley won the second one. Or wait,
Yeah.
Lashley eliminated him at the Rumble. Have they had an actual match other than that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think they had one at SummerSlam.
To be honest, this thing's been going on for so long, and
I remember
they've had so many back and forths.
They fought each other at the Rumble last year.
They fought each other at Crown Jewel too. That's what it was.
Yeah. Lashley won because Roman interfered, and that's when Brock entered the Rumble.
Okay, that's right. I forget Crown Jewel even is a thing. I don't know. Personally, I feel like Lashley's gonna win because they usually do 3 matches per feud. Or,
so their 2 matches were at Crown Jewel and Royal Rumble 2022.
And they're 1-1, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then
I thought they had more matches.
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like they have, but then I can't think of any more.
Brock won the first one.
Yeah.
No, Bobby won the first one and Brock won the second one.
Okay.
But Bobby won because of something.
Roman Reigns interfered.
Yeah, like it wasn't a clean win.
No.
Okay. I don't know. I think Lashley wins, but I don't know, cause like he could turn heel. Hurt Business reunites finally. I don't know. I want Brock to win. I just don't see a way that they can make it to where Brock wins and it keeps going.
So what I want to happen if the Hurt Business reunites against Brock Lesnar is I would love for Carmelo Hayes and Trick to attack Cedric and Shelton while they're running down the ring, and then take out Brock. But they all have storylines in NXT that they can't do that right now. So
I don't know. I'm trying to spin it to a way where Brock can win, because I don't think Lashley needs to. I think Lashley needs to beat Brock at Mania. But I can't think of a way to where Brock comes out of this winning, personally. So
I think if they wrestle each other at WrestleMania, I feel like Brock's getting it.
Yeah, but then if you do that, then it's gonna be 2-2, and we really don't need a fifth match of this. Like this, if it doesn't end here, it needs to end at Mania.
I was about to say we don't even need a fourth match,
unless it's like in the like a double DQ or something like that.
Yeah, I mean that could happen
at that point. Neither one of none of our guesses matter anyway. So I'm gonna go Lashley.
Which Hurt Business could reunite without Bobby Lashley and just take out both of them.
True. That's also true.
Double DQ.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like this feud should end at Mania, but I don't see a way of Brock winning to push it to Mania. Unless it's a double DQ. So I'm going to have to go Lashley.
So we're all confirmed on Lashley?
Yes, sir.
Judgment Day versus Edge and Beth Phoenix. I have mixed feelings on this match. I really do.
Same.
Like not as in it's a good match or it's a bad match. Who I want to win. Because I'm an Edge head till I die. I'll be honest with you. I would love Edge to beat Finn Balor and them get retribution over him. But at the same time, I gotta counter in that Dom's gonna interfere on Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley's behalf. And it's gonna be, honestly, I have Finn Balor and Rhea over Edge and Beth with interference from Dom. Now, what I would like to happen is Finn and Rhea fighting Edge and Beth. Dom runs down to the ring, and then Ray runs down to the ring, and that sets up
literally about to say that exact same thing.
That sets up their WrestleMania match.
I was about to say the exact same thing.
But Rhea needs to look strong going into Mania.
Yes.
Finn needs to look strong going into Mania. I feel like it's gonna be Finn and Edge at WrestleMania. The way that they're going. So I have Finn and Rhea going over.
I'm gonna go ahead and piggyback off of that because I also have Finn and Rhea. I don't think Edge and Beth obviously need it. I don't really see a world where them winning right here helps anybody except for the like just to get that babyface pop, but like the storyline doesn't need that. I feel like Finn and Rhea need to, and are gonna be the ones that go over, and that'll set up any Mania matches. I mean, there's gonna be interference with Dom. I also think Ray should interfere to counteract Dom. However that works out, it works out, whether it, quells it or sets up Mania or whatever. But I also think Judgment Day is winning this one, as I think they should.
Jacob?
I also have Judgment Day winning as well. I just don't see any point of having Rhea Ripley lose this match if they want to make her look strong for WrestleMania. That was kind of my whole thought process with it. But I would hope, I hope that Edge and Beth Phoenix could win it, but I think Judgment Day should probably win it. So I'm gonna go with Judgment Day on this one.
I think this is when our answers start getting different.
Yes.
We have, Asuka versus Carmella versus Liv Morgan versus Kel Rodriguez versus Natalia versus Nikki Cross in the Chamber for a chance at WrestleMania for the Raw Women's title. Trey.
Ooh. God, I want to say Morgan. I want to say Liv so bad. I really do, but I just don't think they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna give it to her. I mean, let's see. Raquel Rodriguez is not going to be going against Bianca at Mania. Let's just face it. Natalia's there just because she's a veteran. I throw her in every match needed. Carmella's there. Carmella is there because she just came back. Yeah, and she's sort of a draw in the women's division. As much as I guess you can be one. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like, she's not one of the main ones, but she still draws.
She's Corey Graves' wife.
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna put Nikki Cross. I think that gimmick is just starting again. Like, I think they're just breaking into that. I think there's a lot more to dive into, and I don't think that involves a title match at Mania. So for me, it's down to Asuka and Liv, and I don't think they're gonna pull it on Liv, unless my only thing they could do to make it Liv is finally pull the trigger on her doing that, like, I guess, dark sadistic, how she was like teasing when she was like wanting to go hardcore or extreme or whatever.
And when she passed out laughing.
Yeah. Unless they dive into that more, but I think that might have been dropped because they haven't like teased it or done anything. Tables. So, I mean, it has to be Asuka, right? Like, that's my line of thinking, is nobody else.
Who do you got coming last?
Coming out last? That's a little bit harder. I think it starts off. Nikki Cross, I think, will start. I'm gonna go a little out there. I'm gonna go Natalya.
Okay.
I'm going Natalya as my X Factor.
I have to agree with you. I don't think Carmella's ready to lead. Or she's led the women's division before, but I don't think that she is ready to lead again. I think WWE needs to give her a little bit more time. One, that Twitter feud that she had with Carmella Hayes was just outright stupid.
Pointless. Absolutely pointless.
I would love for Liv to win.
Same.
I think Raquel is gonna start a feud with Ronda.
Fair.
I think Asuka has to take it. Because there's no way that they debut this evil Asuka and just let her flop, like, right off the bat.
Yeah, and not push her or not give it, at least somewhat of a spotlight.
The only way they can have Asuka lose at the Chamber is if she kicks out of everything, and then like 3 of the girls pin her.
I wouldn't go that far. I definitely would say everybody hits their finisher, like everybody gangs up on her type thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, they need to keep this strong.
I do have Asuka winning the Chamber, and I have Carmella coming out last.
Okay, so you said Asuka winning?
Yep.
And then Carmella out last. Alright. Jacob, what about you, my friend?
Dustin, our predictions are the exact same. So I think Asuka should definitely win with her new persona that she just debuted a month ago. Like y'all said, I don't see how they would drop the ball with it that fast. So I just don't see. I love Liv, but I just don't see her beating Asuka at this point. Who I hope would win is Raquel Rodriguez, because I still think that they haven't tapped into her potential like I wish they would, but I don't think she's going to. So I don't know. I think Asuka would win, and then for the X Factor, I don't know. I was trying to think of how they do the match, like how they'd start it off, because it could really be anybody.
It could also change tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
They could have a match tomorrow, and whoever wins the match comes out last. Blah blah blah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would really put a damper on our plans.
Yeah, it would.
That would really put a damper on everything.
Yeah. I think Asuka and Liv Morgan I think they'd start it off. I know that doesn't really make a lot of sense, but they sometimes do that, and then they'll be like the last ones remaining. So I think like for whoever would like come out of the one of the pods last, it could just be a toss up. So I just picked Carmella.
Okay. So next we have Austin Theory, Seth Rollins, Johnny Gargano, Bronson Reed, Damian Priest, and Montez Ford for the United States title in the Elimination Chamber. I'll go first on this one because I have some thoughts.
Yeah, that's something.
Let me just tell you, my plans for this got ruined once they started doing once we started seeing winners of the qualifying matches, because I wanted Angelo Dawkins to be in this along with Montez, and I wanted Angelo to turn on Montez.
Yeah.
That was my exact thoughts as well.
But what I want to happen, I'm gonna do my want to happen before I do my actual prediction. I want Montez to win. I think Montez deserves that singles push. I think he is ready for a singles push. And I think this is going into my actual prediction. I think Montez is going to have the most eliminations. I think he's going to have the most eliminations with 2. So I guess that's my tiebreaker.
All right.
Damian Priest is going to come out last. I think if you give it to anybody in that match, it has to be Priest, making him the monster coming out last. Whatever. I think Austin Theory and Bronson Reed started off. And then I think Austin Theory goes the entire way and wins the match.
All right.
And that's going to set up him and John Cena at WrestleMania.
Okay.
Long-term storytelling.
Jacob, you want to go or you want me to jump in here?
I don't care. I'll go.
All right.
So I still think Austin Theory wins this. That will be my prediction. But I also think that he will start as well, and go the whole way and win it. But luckily, the X Factor is different from Dustin's. I think my X Factor will be Seth Rollins. I guess like logically for a elimination chamber, it won't make too much sense, but I feel like that is that's the biggest threat to Austin Theory right now. So I was thinking like maybe they try to give Seth Rollins that last spot. But I mean, it also doesn't make sense. I'm starting to kind of like regret my choice a little bit because Rollins is a baby face, and if they like have him
Is
get
he
that easy
though?
spot, he kind of is. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. He's definitely a tweener right now.
I'm pretty sure he's listed as a top baby face as of
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, I think he's closer to a baby face, but yeah, I'd say he's pretty much a tweener, yeah. But I don't know. I would say he's closer to a baby face right now. So that's why I just don't.
I'd say closer to, but I mean, I don't know. That's a dicey because like he's definitely a tweener in my opinion because
yeah,
he does both. Everyone cheers and does his song and all the dancing and stuff. Yeah, but then at the same time he's like, I'm gonna F you up.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
so getting off topic here, the internal list for top baby faces and heels was revealed. Top baby faces: Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Edge, Kevin Owens, Johnny Gargano.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Top heels.
Oh, I guess he is a Triple H guy. That makes sense.
Top heels. This isn't including Roman Reigns because Roman Reigns is a heel and he's always going to be
obvious.
a heel.
Yeah.
But top heels as of right now, This is kind of weird. It says Bobby Lashley,
It's fair.
Austin Theory,
Fair.
Miz, Almost, and Baron Corbin.
What? Okay.
I hate Omos. I'm gonna be honest. I could rant about that for hours.
But if Seth Rollins brings the big boots, he wins. I'm just saying. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that right now.
Do you know the story of why? Do you know the story of how those were made or how those became a thing?
I saw a picture of Lil Wayne wearing them.
So no, okay, I don't know about why Seth got them specifically, but those became a thing because whoever made them or like started producing them, they wanted to make a shoe or a boot or whatever that looks like how you draw shoes as a kid. And that's how that boot came about.
And of course, Seth Rollins being
Yep.
the one wearing it.
Yep.
The drip god.
I saw him come out in those, and I was like, "Oh my god, I love it!" Like,
I saw it, and I immediately showed my girlfriend. I was like, "Oh my god, look at this!"
They're so
wish
good.
this.
So, you have Theory winning. Who do you have with the most eliminations?
So yeah, I have Theory winning, and since I have him starting, I think that he's gonna have the most eliminations, and I have him eliminating 3.
Ooh.
So I'm having I don't know, I'm putting a lot of faith in Triple H making him look strong, but I don't know. But I forgot to say who I want to win. I'm really wanting Montez Ford to win it as well.
Yeah.
Because I'd love for him to do that, and then I think on Raw he was saying that if he wins it, Angelo Dawkins would be able to be his first opponent for it.
That'd be cool.
So if they have a match against each other, that would be awesome for Angelo Dawkins to turn on him during that, and then they both go their different ways.
That'd be so good.
Yeah.
I'm just saying Montez should be a heel after his Twitter posts.
What, Bianca?
Have you seen what that man?
Bianca? Yes. Yes, of course.
Drew McIntyre put him in horny jail.
I thought that was the funniest part of it, honestly. McIntyre popping in nope. All
right, so you have Theory with Seth Rollins coming out last, and Theory with the most eliminations.
Yes, 3 of them.
So, I will say my winner, I have the same. My winner is Theory. However, I think Theory comes out last. I think it fits him, I don't say perfectly, but it fits him the best to come out last and kind of try to pick up the scraps and then be like, yeah, I'm the big bad, I'm the future, I did all that kind of real braggadocious, but it's like, bro, everybody was already worn down whenever you came out.
You don't think they're gonna do like they did with Gunther and make him pay his dues during the match?
No, I don't think they will. They're too high on him.
Okay.
I think they give him
the rub.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna come out when there's 2 or 3 people left. It'll still be, a war, I guess. But I see him coming out last because that way he'll brag in there. But then he's also the freshest guy. It'd be like coming out winning number 30, and you're like, yeah, I beat all 30 guys, and I did it all myself at the Rumble, and it's like, dude, you came out 30.
Yeah.
That's one thing I never got is when people, if Cody Rhodes were to go parading around about how he beat everybody and blah, blah, it's like, you came out 30. You, what? But, so I think Theory wins. I think Theory is the X Factor, but I think Priest has the most eliminations. Just because it helps solidify him, and he's the biggest dude. Bronson Reed, though, but I think Bronson needs the most eliminations because he needs something. I don't know what it is, but he needs something. This man beat Okada a few months ago, and he's coming out now, and everybody is sitting down staring at him. So he needs something.
He honestly needs to be solidified as a monster.
Yes, he needs the most eliminations, and I wish he would go and eliminate 4 of them. but I think they give Priest and
All
actually,
right, so
hold
on
on,
to the.
hold on, hold on, hold on.
Oh, are you
Y'all,
changing one of your
y'all
answers?
picked 2 and 3. I'm gonna say Reed. I don't know why. I just it might. I still think it's gonna be Priest, but I'm gonna go with Reed. I have faith. Bronson
I'm gonna go
Reed's
with
gonna
Reed
have
on
the
4.
most with 4.
Okay.
That's my tiebreaker. So if we don't get to tie, it doesn't matter. But I feel confident enough with that it's he really does need something, and this is the best chance they have to do that to him or with him. So why not put some
I
faith
hope I
in the
tied
man?
with you.
Put some faith in the man.
All right, since Jacob really didn't get a whole lot of time to prep for this, we kind of just threw this on top of him. We're gonna let you go first on Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn.
Okay, cool. Um, oh man, I've been excited for this since Royal Rumble. Like this is the exact match I was hoping would happen. And I'm I'm kind of torn because over the past few weeks, I've been seeing reports and stuff of Triple H doesn't see him as a top guy, which is so unfortunate because I really feel like he could be their top baby face because like the crowd is behind him while the fans are. I'm behind him. I like I would be so behind Sammy beating Roman.
I want to jump in real quick and ask you: do you see him as a top face over Cody?
Man, I don't know. That's a tough decision because I don't think I'd see him over Cody. I think Cody will stay the top guy, but I don't see them being on the same brand. I think Cody will be the top face on like Raw, like he is right now, and Sammy be the top face on SmackDown.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm just
but
the way I see it is like Cody's obviously going for the title at Mania. So if they do pull the trigger on Sammy here, then like worst case or best case he's gonna lose it at Mania, you know? That's
yeah,
why you said top
Just being
face and
transitional.
yeah, and you said top face and I was like, well, because you got Cody and I think Cody is like S tier and nobody's even close.
right,
Maybe
yeah.
Seth, maybe Seth might be like A plus instead of A, but I don't think anybody's on Cody's right now.
My whole idea behind it though would be for Roman Reigns to drop both the titles separately.
Yeah,
So then Sammy could be like top guy um with the
On
Universal
SmackDown.
or whatever. Yeah, top guy on SmackDown with like the
yeah.
Universal Championship. Cody be the top guy with the WWE title on Raw.
Cody has to win the WWE title.
Yeah.
I don't care what you say. He cannot just win the Universal title. It has to be the WWE title.
That's how I feel
If
as well.
if it's not the WWE title, none of it matters because he wants that. That is his dream. That
Yeah.
is the American dream's dream. And for the American nightmare to carry on that dream, it wouldn't matter if it was just the Universal title.
Yeah, if it was any other belt.
Right.
So I want to hop
Yeah,
in real quick and say Twitch chat saying I feel like the obvious choice is Roman because he's on his 900-day reign. Sammy has a crowd, and not only that, he has a hold on the bloodline with Jay, which that's iffy for me honestly, but we'll get to that I'm sure in a second. If Sammy wins Mania would be a classic, but if Roman wins, there's a chance we get a triple threat for the belt split. Or both nights Roman faces Sammy one night and Cody another.
So Jacob, your actual prediction.
So I think Roman's gonna ultimately win it because I don't see that 900-day reign being dethroned by Sami Zayn. I just don't see
Especially
that
not at
happening.
Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, they would not do it at just like a random
I'm about to say,
PLE.
that would boost Elimination Chamber up to like, you know, that'd give the pay per view the rub.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if Sammy does win it, I'm gonna go crazy because obviously I'd love to see Sammy win it, but I don't think I'd be so surprised if Sammy did win it, but I just think that wouldn't be the best thing for them to do. I think Roman should definitely win it.
I'd be speechless if Sammy won it.
I'm not
I'll
gonna
be honest
lie.
with you.
If Sammy wins, I would think that they botched the finish somehow.
I would go play the lottery, honestly.
I genuinely would be like, wait, they messed up the finish somehow. Like that wasn't like something's wrong. He's hurt or the finish got missed or something. I would not believe it.
Trey, I'm gonna let you go next.
I honestly, Roman, like, I think that's ending at Mania. I've been saying this even since before Cody announced that he was coming back. I've been saying Cody's coming back at the Rumble number 30, and he's gonna dethrone. He's gonna be the one to dethrone Roman at Mania. So I think this will lead. I don't know if I talked about it on the pod last week, but I know I talked to Dustin about it. I think during the match, or even after the match, the Usos come and attack Sami and start beating him down, and then I think KO makes the save, and that sets up the tag title match at Mania between those four.
You think that they're going to be allowed in
They
Montreal?
They got cleared
Oh, did they?
a few days ago, I saw.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, this completely changes my shit. Okay, hold on.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, no, they got cleared to go to Montreal. I think they beat down Sami either during the match, before the match. It's both Usos. Both Usos, Solo, everybody's there.
Well, Jimmy was the one that was definitely not allowed.
Yes.
Like, he was, you cannot be there, is what they were telling him.
Yeah, he has too many. He's the one with too many DUIs.
He was told by Paul Heyman last week that he needs to stay home during the chamber.
No, I think they both show up, and then I think they beat down Sami to prove themselves to Roman, and because Roman's gonna be like, "Why are you here?" And then, "Oh, we're here to beat up Sami," and they beat up Sami, and then KO makes the save.
Okay, so, God, this. I'm gonna surprise y'all.
You're not about to go Sami.
There's no way.
I'm going double DQ.
Is that your official guess? I will
That's
put
my
that in
official-
right now. Okay.
That is my official guess.
Okay.
I feel like
My man
during the match,
1 point because
I feel like
I
during the
respect it.
match is when the Usos and Kevin are both gonna interfere.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's just gonna be too much for the ref to handle, and he's gonna just double DQ them both. And it makes Sami. It keeps Sami from looking weak. It keeps Roman from losing the title. And I'll be honest with you, I'm on board for the triple threat at WrestleMania.
I feel like if they do that, they're doing the same thing they did with Daniel Bryan, to where they're booking themselves into a corner. If they do the triple threat,
They've already done it. They've
Well, yeah,
already booked themselves in a corner.
Yes and no. Now you can do it to where they beat him up, and then KO makes the save, and you can set it up at Mania for a tag match. I think if they put him into that match, they're like, "Hey, we're screwed." Because if you put him in that big time, big spotlight main event of WrestleMania, you either got to end the story with Cody winning or end the story with Sami winning, and those don't. You can't appease both, and I don't think
they could have your word. Both of them pin Roman.
But then what do you do after that though? Like, where do you go from there? Yeah, but where do you go from there? You're just like, oh, I want the WWE, and he's like, oh, I'll take the Universal. I don't care.
Split them up.
Like,
flip a coin.
We're just gonna ruin the two biggest moments in recent memory of wrestling with the
Just
fucking coin flip. This isn't the NFL, okay? We don't flip coins to decide major events.
Just have the ref confused and be like,
He's like, I don't care. Somebody take the belt. Go pick one.
Co-champions.
Like Cool 2.0.
Like China and Chris Jericho.
LA Cool. Remember that?
Just split it in half. Don't even give them two different belts. Just split the universe or the undisputed world heavyweight universal, whatever long ass name that belt has. Just split it in half.
Yeah, I mean, there's two belts. Just give them each one.
Yeah.
It's the exact same belt, same color and everything. Just here,
cut it in half.
whatever name you want.
put one side on each, like one blue, one black. You know, I can't see Roman just beating Sammy like that with him being the top babyface.
To be fair, I don't think he'll beat him clean, but I do think he walks out winning, and then all the shenanigans and the beatdown type in after.
He walks out retaining. That's all I'm gonna say. It's double DQ for me. I'm locking it in.
All right, I respect it. Going out on a limb. Fuck it.
I played it safe. I played it safe all last month with the Royal Rumble.
Yep. The one I didn't play it safe, and the one I didn't play it safe on would have won me the whole thing.
And I played it safe, and I fucking lost because Beth Phoenix decided to be in the wrong Rumble.
That's fair.
If she would have, if I would have said her in the men's Rumble and she would have been there, I'd have fucking lost it. I'm not gonna even.
I straight up would have. I wouldn't have cared what anybody else's scores. I would have just given you the win. Like no bitches. I don't care.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this. No matter what the decision is of this match, Cody's walking out champion at WrestleMania.
Oh yeah.
How they split the belts up from there, that's their headache.
Yeah, that's a whole different problem, story, solution, everything.
Triple H needs to figure it out though.
I think he will. He will. Worst case, Cody wins and they introduce They introduce a new belt, the Raw after Mania. I think. I don't think that's how they'll do. I think they'll actually like somehow come up with the storyline or the draft even. But
What if Cody throws the Universal title in the trash? Oh, that'd be so great.
See, okay, this ties into what I was saying we need to talk about. I think that'd be an epic moment. It'd be cool, but they will not get rid of that godforsaken, ugly-ass, gross-looking belt design that they have. And it's the smartest thing they could do.
Well, Cody loves the look of it. He straight up said he wouldn't bring the Winged title back just because he likes the big W. He likes the advertisement.
That's why he's saying that. So I don't know how much y'all pay attention to football. I know me and Jacob are more basketball guys, and Dustin's more of a baseball guy.
Even with baseball, the World Series champions, the MVP gets a WWE title belt.
Yes, but have you been paying attention to Kansas City the last week? Not even the last 4 days. How many pictures of Patrick Mahomes have you seen?
Oh, tons.
How many of them have you seen without that godforsaken belt around his waist?
None.
Not a single freaking one, and it's been almost a week. It has been almost a week, and he has had that belt around him. I guarantee that boy sleeps with that belt on. And it's the greatest. It is the best thing WWE could. That is the most free publicity. Well, free minus the cost of making and sending the belt to him.
It's free advertisement at that point.
Exactly. It's like, because people are gonna be like, "Oh, what's this belt that he's been carrying around for a week?" And they're gonna look it up. Not that a lot of people don't know what wrestling is or whatever, but even kids will be like, "Oh, what's this belt? That looks cool. Patrick Mahomes has it." And then they're gonna look up and be like, "Oh, wrestling! People beating each other up. This is cool." And it's if you get that, you don't get that with the Winged or the spinner or any of that.
Hot take: I missed the spinner belt.
See, I think it was good for Cena, and then once Cena got beat, I think they should have got rid of it or made it not spin at the minimum.
Bro, anytime I saw Undertaker holding that belt up, whenever he was going for it, I was
like,
damn.
Right? Like
that looks so stupid on Undertaker.
Like I don't disagree with the belt design. I disagree with the fact that it still spun. Like why?
Miz put a stop to that.
See, if it's a Miz, I agree with that's cool. Like he turned it into a way where it's spinning to the end, but ain't no way. Wow, country came out in me. There's no way that.
No way.
Yeah, my lord, I'm sorry for that, but there's no way that a man as mystical and omniscient as the Undertaker should be having a fucking spinner belt that looks like it belongs on somebody's rims of their car. There's no way. It makes no sense. It looks dumb.
Could you imagine if Bray Wyatt won that title at the Elimination Chamber a couple years ago?
Exactly. It's just like I get it. It's another marketing thing. The kids love to spin. I had a spinner belt and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. So I get it. But
Like I said, man, I missed it. I think it was cool.
That's the only belt I actually own.
I actually
Really?
have a WCW United States belt hanging right behind my camera right now. Fun fact.
I don't have any belts. I'm about to have a fantasy football championship belt.
Yeah, we don't talk about that either.
It's gonna hang right back there.
Oh, we don't talk about that either. You got lucky.
Okay. Yeah. Anyways, past that. Since I just brought up Bray Wyatt, I want to ask Jacob. We had this conversation a couple weeks ago. What's your thoughts on Bray Wyatt right now, Jacob?
I don't know, man.
Let me ask you this: do you think he's gotten boring?
See, with him, it's a little bit different. He's always been this like really like slow build up type of guy. But I even that said, I feel like he is a bit boring right now. I'm not like tuning into WWE to watch Bray Wyatt right now. Like he's not changing that for me.
That's true. I think it was cool they got him back, but at the same time, what were we really missing with Bray Wyatt when he was gone? If you really think about it, just the Firefly Funhouse.
I personally miss the fact that it's an actual different story and it's not one that's centered around this guy
Roman.
disrespecting me or I'm going for this belt.
That's true.
Personally, and I can't say I missed it because he hadn't done it yet, but I'm enjoying his story now because it touches so much on mental health and I guess like mental diseases, I guess, for lack of a better term or lack of a better way to phrase it. Because he legitimately has borderline personality disorder,
Yeah.
which is kind of what he is playing into or projecting in a different way. So I think this is the most true to Wyndham Rotunda that we have gotten and will ever get. And I think it's cool that he's allowed to open himself up like that. And I think it's also cool that they're giving him a creative outlet to rectify and push through that and to basically exercise the demons, and it gives him, like I said, an outlet to work through everything. And it helps that he's a fantastic storyteller, in my opinion.
That's fair. I think it's great that they've given him creative control over his own character.
Because my lord, does he know what he's doing? And I don't want to say anything against Triple H, but I don't think Vince understood.
I feel like I really hate to say this because AEW does not need the talent whatsoever, but I feel like he'd be better used in AEW.
See, I don't think that's the case personally, because they don't have the big production.
That's true.
That WWE has,
and that's kind of why I want Aleister Black back in WWE.
I think that mixed with the fact that the pandemic happened, I think that's why the Broken Hardy stuff flopped so bad in AEW. Is because outside of YouTube,
bro, I can't even keep up with Matt Hardy in AEW right now.
Yeah, outside of YouTube, like you can't, or cinematic matches. Those are the only two ways you can use the production to hide or perform all the broken stuff.
But that being said, the reason I asked you that, Jacob, is because our TikTok has blown up about the fact that that Bray Wyatt is quite boring now.
So really,
Yeah. So
I
I
saw the
was.
one about the botch.
Yes.
Don't call it that. Don't
Yeah.
call it that.
Oh, sorry,
It's
guys.
not a botch.
About the beep.
Chris Jericho's gonna punch you in the face for saying that.
Bring it on, Christopher.
If you've seen his newest TikTok, he talked about the word botch, and he's like, I hate that. He's like, I hate that word, and I'll punch somebody in the face for saying that, and blah 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 blah. And I was like, okay, God.
No,
It's like I feel like you saw our video.
I get where he's coming from. Like, as a wrestler, I get it. I really do. But like,
A wrestling slur.
And see, I don't even say it just for wrestling now. Like whenever I'm watching baseball and somebody fucking misses the bag, I'm like, oh well, you botched that shit, didn't you?
Yeah, I very much so use it in a very literal term. But like, as a wrestler, you hate the word botch, you hate the word mark. I mean,
Green.
yeah. Well, green is a very. It's not like derogatory, I guess, or it's not like a way to talk down to somebody.
RVD hated it.
Well, RVD loved green. Let's be honest. But as a
So does
wrestler,
Randy Orton.
Val Venus and RVD switch gimmicks changed my mind. But just saying. I'm just saying. But as a wrestler, you hate the word botch and you hate the word mark. So like, I get it, but at the same time, there's some stuff that is just a botch. Like, yes, it's not necessarily used as a negative term, but
That elbow drop was a botch.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck.
I'm not saying I could do it any better. Like, obviously not. But with how many times they went over that shit, because that's just how WWE is.
Bo Dallas missed that man by 100 foot.
Bo Dallas.
Not literally, but I'm just saying.
I think he overshot by about 2 or 3 feet, which is pretty accurate. But like, at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's just stating facts. It's a botch. Who cares? Whatever. I mean, people botch all the time. Don't get
so butthurt about it.
Yeah, no one said, "Oh my God, he's terrible. He botched the elbow." It's by the little, and like I said, I use it very literally because I grew up around the business, so it's always been in my vocabulary. I've always been around it, and I use it outside of wrestling too. Like you said, if somebody misses the bag in baseball, or I coach youth basketball, if somebody messes up the play, I'm like, well, that play got botched. I use it outside, so I use it very literally, and people, apparently you can't use stuff literally in today's day and age or something.
On TikTok.
They freak out, and you're the Antichrist himself.
So, before we end, I just want to get y'all's reactions on this and y'all's. I'm gonna pick y'all's brain. Matt Cardona.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. What?
Matt Cardona. Is he coming back to WWE or not?
Define coming back, as in give me a time frame.
Next by WrestleMania.
No.
No?
No. I
Jacob?
think if anything, he'll be, if it's anywhere around Mania, it'll be a Raw after Mania thing. Because I feel like Triple H wants to have that be a thing again.
Well, he wants to go for NXT.
Did not know that, but I don't think he'll be back by Mania. I think within the last year, within the next year he will be, but I don't think he will be by Mania.
He challenged Braun Breaker on Twitter.
Okay, but Matt Cardona and Twitter are...
I know. He's a troll.
Yeah. My man knows how to get himself over on Twitter, but...
He challenged Braun Breaker for the United States. Or not the United States, the Internet title.
Oh.
He said, Internet title for NXT title, Braun Breaker, I challenge you.
Yeah, that will happen.
I
feel like...
back by Mania.
If he comes back by Mania, he's going to NXT.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he'll be back within the end of... I'd almost say end of this year. Not even by Mania next year, but end of this year.
No?
I think he'll be back by the end of this calendar year. I don't think he'll be back before Mania.
Imagine he gets in the Money in the Bank match and wins the Money in the Bank. Gets redemption for
Cody
his
versus Zach. Two
Yeah.
best buds.
gets redemption for his botched Intercontinental title run.
You can't say botch, Dustin.
I said it.
You can't
Oh,
say
God,
that.
Dustin, what have you done?
We're gonna get canceled. No, it's all in good fun, mostly.
Mostly.
You got a few bad apples that ruined the bunch.
See,
But
we're gonna talk about the TikTok a little bit. We've talked about it a little bit before. We've never gone like super in depth about it. Well, we still have a couple more minutes. We posted a TikTok of Uncle Howdy jumping off
first
the
off,
balcony.
nope, back up. You posted a video.
I posted a video.
I'm not taking any.
Which I don't think I even posted. Like, I don't think I connected a sound with it or did anything with it. I think I literally posted it with a caption, and that was it.
It might have been the hashtags.
Maybe. But even then, like, the hashtags were still, like, meh.
Like, broad, yeah.
My hashtags were Royal Rumble, Bray Wyatt, LA Knight, Mountain Dew, Pitch Black. But we hit that's by far our most viewed TikTok.
Oh yeah,
161,000 views.
I think that TikTok has more views than the entire rest of our podcast page and my entire streaming page combined.
Oh yeah,
and it's not even close.
And then we got some hate on it, but we got a little bit of backup on it. Some people were like defending us. There's a TikToker, Stone Cold Steve Kyle. He replied to it. He did his little stitch or whatever. He didn't attack us. He attacked the people in broad, saying it was a botch. We replied to it. We got an understanding. He's cool now. He likes us. He likes some of our stuff. But anyways, we used the word botch. Boom. Media hate. It was like, I don't think we had a like within like 2 hours, and then out of nowhere, I look and it like our views had like quadrupled overnight.
God. I don't know if I told you this. So whatever reason, the next night I couldn't sleep. I woke up at like 4 a.m. and we were at like 4,000 views or 6,000 views. I fell back asleep. I woke up at 6 a.m. So 2 hours later. Okay, so it was 4 because we over doubled. So I woke up at 4 a.m. and it was at roughly 4,000 views. I woke up again at 6 and we were already at almost 11,000.
Yeah,
in 2 hours overnight.
Yeah, it was. I was like, dang, we're getting some views on this.
It's a very surreal feeling. At least personally, I'm like, there's no way like our video that we just, I can't say randomly posted because obviously everything you do on social media is
you plan.
Yeah, but like we just happen to have one of us happen to be sitting at that good of an angle, and you happen to get your phone out and record, and it's just like, it's not like it was a skit that we planned out or a YouTube video that we're gonna do this. It's kind of lucky. I mean, everything has a little bit of luck. So it was very surreal that 161,000, I think we're at now, or almost at least 161,000 people have seen that. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. So before we end this episode, Trey, are you wanting to do a watch party on Saturday?
I cannot. I want to so bad. Oh, I'm very upset about it. So my best friend is turning 21 Saturday. So I will definitely be at her birthday party.
Okay.
However, I don't want to guarantee Mania. Because that'll be the next pay-per-view, right? There's not a March pay-per-view?
There is a March pay-per-view.
What is it?
Do
we know? Obviously not off the top of our head, but
Oh, maybe not. They're gonna go a whole month without pay per view.
well, they went 2 weeks after the other, so.
So
I
they're
don't
gonna
know.
go a month and a half without pay per view. Okay, that's kind of weird.
I
But
mean, I
yes, the
guess
next
it gives them time to set up 2 pay-per-views or 2 nights of Mania.
true. I don't even think they're doing an NXT thing.
Twitch chat
I don't-
saying Revolution.
Huh? Like,
Evolution.
We're talking about AEW. We're talking about WWE pay-per-views.
oh, I thought they were talking about like the women's
Oh, women's, yeah.
pay per view.
Oh,
Yeah. No, I
I
think
was
he's
like,
talking about
huh?
AEW.
it is
Oh.
AEW March 5th.
Okay.
Yeah, he's talking about okay. I had me confused because they have the women's evolution thing, and then they had
Which-
Takeover Our Evolution, which is like the first.
I'll be honest with you.
Takeover.
I'm not paying $50 to watch an AEW pay per view.
No, I
Me neither.
never.
I-
don't. I'm not gonna say how I watch it. Never mind.
So there may not be watch parties on AEW pay per views.
NXT as a TV pay per view, yeah, but.
Anyways,
So I will say 90% chance, yes, watch party at least one night of Mania.
I might do a watch party of Elimination Chamber then.
Yes, if you do, I will 100% be popping in and out. Idea. Watch it on your computer. Stream
Yep.
it to Discord.
Yep, that's the way I was planning on doing
I
it.
don't know if that's illegal or not. So if it's illegal,
It's-
then don't. But
You should be
anyway,
able to do it.
and then stream.
I'm paying for it, so
Okay. And then
I pay for Peacock.
That's true. And then stream your reactions to, I guess, Twitch or something.
That's exactly what I planned on doing.
Oh, great minds think alike. Yeah, no, I'll definitely be
People
hopping in
enjoying
and
it.
out while I'm at the party. So I'll have some input here and there. I am not gonna miss her party because she's legit like my little sister.
I do work that night, so hopefully Elimination Chamber doesn't last till fucking 11:30. So
it'll probably be over about 11, so you should be fine.
Anyways.
I will say 90% sure yes on Mania. The only caveat to that is if my dad wants me to come over and watch it with him and we throw a little party. So if that doesn't happen, then I am 100% down for a Mania watch party and we just be little wrestling nerds and watch WrestleMania in our rooms with everybody
That
that
being
wants to
said-
join.
that being said, we did open up our Discord, everybody. I will post a link in this Twitch chat. If you want to join it, go ahead. You can come be a stablemate with us. I was timed out of your Twitch chat. That's
Ah! That's because I
Anyways.
haven't set the mods. One second.
anyways, that being said, please come to the Discord, join it, come talk with us, wrestling talk, talk AEW,
There you
indie
go. You
wrestling,
can post it now.
WWE, all kinds of stuff, guys.
Twitter,
So-
StableC_pod. Every other social media, Stable Connection Podcast. Please follow, talk, add us, comment, like, YouTube, comment, subscribe, all the stuff. All the things. And hopefully by our next podcast, we have our Twitch stream up because I just now figured out how I could do that without messing mine up. That's my spiel. I'm good now.
All right, guys. Join us next time as we go over the results of Elimination Chamber. Probably some more news. Thank you for being a stablemate and come build a stable connection with us.